Would you like to be a skilled leader? Your covert tool is the way of the shepherd. Kevin Leman and William Pentak, the authors, contend that exceptional leaders are compassionate, watchful, and constantly on the lookout for their flock, much like shepherds. Their best leadership advice will be simplified in this synopsis. Desire to motivate your group, elevate spirits, and accomplish outstanding outcomes? Then take a seat, unwind, and let's jointly discover the keys to guiding success. Kindly click the like button and subscribe to our channel. Know the Condition of Your Flock is the title of Chapter 1. Leaders have a responsibility to keep their team members informed, much as a shepherd must be aware of the health, requirements, and problems of his sheep. It all comes down to understanding your team members' requirements and where they are right now. Consider yourself a firm team leader. You observe that a few team members are stressed out and have lower motivation. You choose to hold one-on-one sessions rather than making snap judgments or assigning blame for their poor performance. Asking questions about their issues, aspirations for their careers, and current workload is part of these meetings. The following are the key takeaways from this chapter. First things first. Get to know your team members individually. A shepherd knows each sheep, so do the same with yours. Recognize their circumstances, abilities, and shortcomings. Step 2. Evaluate their needs. Continually inquire about their happiness at work and well-being. This assists you in seeing issues early and offering assistance when required. Find out what shape your sheep is in Chapter 2. Leaders must comprehend the unique talents, limitations, and personalities of their team members, much as a shepherd must be aware of each sheep's shape to tend to them appropriately. This promotes personal development, establishes expectations, and assigns duties. Assume the role of project team manager. There are a variety of skill levels and work styles among the individuals in your organization. Finding each team member's special abilities is the first step towards making the project effective. For instance, whereas one team member is excellent at in-depth analysis, another excels in creative ideation. What is included in this chapter? First and foremost, recognize each team member's unique strengths and weaknesses. Find out what areas each person excels in and where they might want additional assistance. Assigning assignments that align with their skills is facilitated by this. Number 2. Respect differing personalities. People work and like things in different ways. Being aware of these can improve teamwork and your ability to communicate. Chapter 3's title is Help Your Sheep Identify with You. To properly manage and care for their sheep, a leader must build trust and a sense of identity with their group, just like a shepherd needs to do with his sheep. This relationship supports the development of drive, loyalty, and a common goal. Consider yourself joining a team as a new manager. You should begin by sharing your personal experiences, values, and team vision with the team to establish rapport and gain their trust. Additionally, you spend time hearing their hopes and worries. Being personable and transparent fosters a culture where team members feel appreciated and understood. Among the strategies we ought to master are these. Make personal connections. Talk to your colleagues about your experiences, values, and aspirations. Strong, intimate connections are facilitated by this transparency. Secondly, pay attention and take action. Be genuinely interested in the feelings and thoughts of the people in your team. Active listening facilitates mutual understanding and the development of trust. Make Your Pasture a Safe Place is the subtitle for Chapter 4. Similar to how a shepherd makes sure the sheep are safe in the pasture, a leader must create an atmosphere at work where team members feel appreciated, comfortable, and free to express themselves. For the team to be creative, productive, and trustworthy, this safety is essential. Envision yourself as the team leader overseeing a difficult assignment. You establish a welcoming environment where team members can voice their concerns and ideas without worrying about being judged to ensure that everyone is at ease. You deliver constructive criticism, create open lines of communication, and quickly resolve disagreements. What knowledge does this chapter therefore affect us with? First and foremost, provide a supportive environment wherever members of your team feel comfortable sharing thoughts and worries. Open communication and teamwork are fostered by a supportive environment. Secondly, create a clear communication structure. Create efficient routes of communication so that team members may readily exchange ideas and receive criticism. This facilitates the swift resolution of problems and helps to avoid misconceptions. We call Chapter 5 the staff of direction. A team needs clear direction and guidance from its leader, just as a shepherd leads and guides their sheep with a staff. Setting objectives, articulating a vision, and guiding team members through tasks and obstacles are all part of this. Consider yourself overseeing a group of people on a challenging project. You establish specific objectives and convey the project's vision to make sure everyone stays on course. You communicate with your team frequently to provide them with updates and advice on how to get over challenges. What information is provided in this chapter? First things first. Clearly define your team's objectives and make sure they are doable. Everyone gains a better understanding of what needs to be done and how their efforts fit into the overall goal as a result. Secondly, express a vision. Tell us what you see for the project or company. Your staff is inspired and motivated by a compelling vision, which provides them with direction and a feeling of purpose. Chapter 6, titled The Rod of Correction. It emphasizes the value of offering helpful criticism and suggestions. Leaders must use feedback to assist team members develop and flourishing, just as shepherds use a rod to guide and correct their sheep. Acknowledging errors, providing direction, and encouraging people to get back on course are all part of this. Consider yourself a team manager who discovers a member of the team often misses deadlines. You arrange a private meeting to talk about the matter rather than dismissing it or giving them a severe reprimand. Together, you and the other person develop an improvement plan after you give detailed comments on what went wrong. What lessons does this chapter impart? First and foremost, give constructive criticism. Clearly and precisely state what went wrong and how to improve. To keep team members from becoming discouraged, concentrate on the behavior or activity rather than the individual. Second, be supportive. Rather than focusing just on criticizing, approach correction with an attitude of assistance and support. Provide development resources and advice on how to go better. Chapter 7's title is The Heart of the Shepherd. To lead with compassion, understanding, and a sincere dedication to the welfare of their team, a leader must possess the same qualities as a shepherd tending to his sheep. Leading with a heart that genuinely cares for the people you guide is crucial, as this chapter makes clear. Suppose that you are in charge of a group of people during a challenging time, like an intense project or a change in the organization. It becomes apparent to you that team members are under stress and morale is low. Rather than concentrating just on the current chores, you make the effort to check in with everyone, providing encouragement and understanding. Notable observations for this chapter include: first, lead with compassion. Exhibit sincere care for the welfare of your group members. Their job satisfaction and motivation might be greatly affected by your compassion and understanding. Secondly, strive to be personable. Offer yourself as a resource for your team to talk about issues and difficulties. Open communication and trust are fostered by being personable. Keep in mind that effective leadership is about supporting and nurturing your team rather than dictating to them. You can become a more motivating and successful leader by comprehending the ideas presented in the way of the shepherd. I trust you liked this video. Kindly subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell.